So that may explain the why it looks a little bit different.
All right, looks
like we're off. So good luck to both players. We will get the stream synced up here shortly.
All right, both of them are going for the 1-1 shroom.
Okay, there's the sync we're looking for.
There we go.
And Kaku, I think he slowed down because he thought he was going to get fireworks, and he slowed down a little too much. Maybe just some pre-race jitters.
Yeah, he had a bit of a hiccup in the underground section as well, so that probably cost him a little more time. All right, here we see London getting the Fire Flower as well as Kaku. Pretty standard for most of the races that we've seen so far from a lot of players. Gosh, it always seems like they're gonna go for the warp zones every time I see them.
Right, yeah.
All right, both of them got a 245 in the 1-2.
Yeah, when you're picking up the Fire Flower, you can get a 47, but you have to be pretty much about perfect to get that. That's not the easiest thing to accomplish, especially in a race.
Yeah.
1-3, not really a lot to say about this level unless you're having to pick up power-ups. Just run right and jump over everything.
Yeah, usually, like, if you were to get the power-up in 1-3, there is a Koopa that's, like, kind of hovering, like, towards the end of the level. If you stop on that Koopa, that's basically, like, 10 in-game seconds, so you can pretty much tell what time you'll get at the end of the flagpole. But since, you know, they didn't need power-ups, like, you can just go straight through, get a 260.
First, Bowser. Kaku takes care of Bowser a little bit quicker than London, so he's going to pick up just a little bit of time. So
it looks like they're about 2 seconds apart.
Yeah, looks like a couple of seconds. This is still in the very early stages, so there's lots of things that can happen between here and the end of the race.
Yeah, usually like the first 4 worlds is like just pretty much play your game, and then once you get to World 5, that's when business starts to pick up, and the difficulty just gradually gets a lot harder through each level.
345 for both players. Nice 2-1.
Yeah, they didn't get a hiccup on the spring there, so that's good. Sometimes that can happen.
So here's the first of the 2 water levels in the game. This is sometimes can be pretty interesting to try to make it through without taking a hit, depending on the patterns that are thrown at you.
Yeah, even though you have the advantage with fire, sometimes that may not be the case because the way how the trajectory of the fireballs go, like it's basically going at a diagonal, so you would have to like kind of measure your distance of shooting the cheeps or the bloopers. And sometimes if you get too close to the cheeps or bloopers, you can actually take a hit. So it is a pretty dangerous level regardless of how, like, whether you're fire or small.
Kaku slowed down for that cheap a little bit. Looked like London had to slow down just a little bit to get into the pipe at the end. So, so 305 for Kaku. I think London got a 307 or a 308.
Yeah, that looks about right. All right, 2-3, pretty straightforward level. Just hope you don't get the nasty cheap patterns. Usually I like to see players like shoot randomly because sometimes you'll kill cheeps that are like oncoming, like either on the right side of the screen or something.
Yeah, looks like Kaku slowed down just slightly. He's slowing down a little more to avoid these patterns because especially there at the end, he got a kind of a nasty pattern.
That was not a good cheap pattern there.
But it's in those situations, it's not worth taking the risk to lose your power-ups or even have a death there.
Yeah, exactly. I noticed London bonked against the power-up block.
Yeah. He likes to take the top route there at the elevators, which is an interesting strat that you don't really see much.
Yeah, I would imagine you would use that in 5-4, not in 2-4, but yeah, that's a pretty interesting strat there.
So 256 for both players. They use different strats dealing with the elevator section. Kaku just pretty much just slowed down and waited.
Yeah, I think he missed the crouch jump, so he... Oh,
and he takes it. Oh, Kaku takes a hit. Oh, he's getting... Oh,
oh my god, that was close.
He made it out of there.
I gotta say though, that strat that London did at the start of 3-1, that is absolutely insane. Just shooting that Koopa, like wow.
And picking up the fire flower for Kaku as he gets a little hung up on the stairs here.
You're the stair boss. Then 3-2 is just pretty much filled with a lot of enemies. You kind of want to avoid shooting so many fireballs because sometimes it can actually lag up the screen due to the sprite limit. So sometimes you can like shoot maybe 1 or 2 enemies here and there just to like get through most of it. But like if you were to see like 4 Koopas on a screen and then you just shoot a fireball, it just lag it up.
Yeah, you can really lag 3-2 a lot by repeatedly shooting fireballs.
Yeah, I mean it'll look fun if you want to shoot them down, but you don't want to lose time from the lag. Alright, so we get a 260 from London. Kaku just about the halfway point of 3-3.
So it looks like there's about a half a level difference or so between the two players.
Yeah. London taking it a little safe on the Podoboo section.
Yeah, I anticipate Kaku will do the same as well. It's in a race situation, it's usually not really recommended to just go all out because you don't really know what pattern's going to come, and especially with Bowser's fireball there, because you don't know where it's going to be. And a lot of times it ends up being low, which would be like right in your path of where you're trying to jump.
Yeah, it looks like both players got a 258 on their respective 3-4s. Plus, it is a pretty dangerous level as well.
Absolutely.
And here we go, pretty much in cruise control in 4-1. Don't have to worry about the Lucky 2 dropping the spinies on you.
And as I was saying in the last race, I mean, obviously London beats ahead at this point, but there's still a lot of game left, and from all the stuff I've seen in this tournament, it's not over until someone touches the axe at the end of 8-4.
Yeah, like when I faced Kaku in one of the other matches, like I had a lead heading into World 8, and then I died in 8-2. And then ultimately just fell apart in 8-4 and he won the race. So anything can definitely happen for sure. Take it from me.
So bottom route for both players. Kaku gets a little hung up there after the big... Oh, and he missed the platform. He kind of bumped up against the block there, and he wasn't able to keep going right and missed the jump there.
Thankfully, that was the checkpoint for Kaku, so
he's not going to lose a ton of time to that. So that's if you're going to die somewhere in a level, that's probably the best place to have that happen.
Yeah, because if he was like slightly right before the checkpoint, then he would have had to start from the beginning of 4-2. Alright, so we're in our first maze level, 4-4.
This Bowser with using fire strats could be really tricky because you got like 3 objects or 4 objects here to worry about. But no problem for London.
London handled it really well there.
Yeah, you've got Bowser, you got his fireball, you got the Podoboo, and you got the fireball all there in one screen. And then you don't necessarily know which way, if Bowser's going to jump forward or if it's going to jump backwards. It just makes for a really tense situation for, I feel like, most runners coming into that situation, because there's just such a narrow window to make it through everything.
Yeah, very little room for error. Let's see how Kaku handles it. He got Bowser shot down pretty well. So gets a 345.
Yeah, it is easier if Bowser jumps forward, or excuse me, backwards in that situation. It gives you a little bit more room to squeeze in there and take him out.
Yeah. London just goes for it on the bullet bill cannon there. And Kaku's about halfway through 5-1. Ooh, nice 347 from London.
And a 247 for Kaku on 5-1, which is very well done.
All right, they're exactly a level apart now. 5-3 being one of the dangerous levels in the game.
Yeah, the bullet bills on this. This is and he takes a hit. He got a bad bill there. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
And he got he didn't stomp there. He didn't. He got the despawn there.
Yeah, I think he got a little hung up after getting hit and didn't know what to do at that point. So
Yeah.
he wasn't sure if he was going to hit the Goomba or not hit it, but I think there was like still plenty of sprites on the screen, so resulted in a death.
5-3 can be an absolute nightmare for runners of this game, just because of the spawns of the bullet bills. And also London got the despawn on that second platform. So there's a setup we typically use for that. Oh, he takes the top route on I-4. Interesting. Oh
my gosh.
Getting a little close here. Getting a little close.
This is very nerve-wracking.
Oh no, don't get shot by Bowser. Okay. There we go.
My goodness.
So Kaku picks up an extra flower.
I think just to get the good bars.
That could be a strat to do that. That could be an alternate strat. That's actually probably why he did that, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a cool strat, though.
The Royale strat in 5-4.
So Kaku's made up some ground here. London's going to stop for the flower here. So I figure we'll probably have about a half a level difference at this point, roughly. Yeah.
It's about half level.
As far as to answer the question of if each player knows where the other one is, I mean, that's on them. If they want to watch the other person stream to see where they are, that's fine. If some players like to do that, some don't. That's just totally up to them. So
if it was a randomizer, then it would be a different story.
Yeah. 6-2, always a fun level to watch players go through.
It is so much fun with fire, but when you're playing it small, it's like it's a very, very nerve-wracking level because you have to like do the pipe jumps and then.
As a person who's done lots and lots of small only runs in the past, 6-2 is one of those levels in which it's really tough to do it quickly, but it's really fulfilling when you actually manage to pull it off.
Oh yeah, definitely, for sure.
You have to do you have to do a bunch of pipe jumps and so forth, which are difficult enough, and then you have to do a bunch of them in a row. So
yeah, that's even scarier.
Is this for real or just for fun race? This is the grand finals of the tournament, so this is about as real as it gets.
This is a big deal. This is like the whole shebang right here.
And under the first Potoboo strat for London.
Yep, gets the good bars.
Yeah. Let's see what Kaku does here.
Ooh, goes under the first Potoboo.
Oh, and he slides under Bowser and gets the kill. 6-4 is laggy when doing fire kill on Bowser because of all the cameras in the Potoboo. It's like you're always going to see lag. Like you'll see like the letters and the numbers kind of move on the screen and so forth. And it's just due to the lag.
All right, so we see Kaku get through 6-4.
On the 7-1 for both players.
And so I would say it's roughly about 3/4 of the level difference. Could be less. Now heading into 7-2, London is a very dangerous water level, even if you have fire. There's going to be more cheeps, more bloopers.
More fun. Well, if you want to call that fun.
In a unique way, yes, but
yeah.
Just hope you don't lose the power up here. Alright, London just touched down a little bit on the platform there, but it shouldn't affect too much. See how he does with the Reef of Grief coming up.
Ooh, so many hockey going, kind of going, spreading the needle there. And 315 into the pot for London.
There you go.
It's, as a good 6-2 or 7-2, excuse me.
See how Kaku handles the Reef of Grief here. Walks on it. So he's gonna get like a 314.
Okay, 7-3, which is basically the same as 2-3, except that they've added Koopas, which makes this a little bit of an interesting situation, because, I mean, obviously you have the extra Koopas coming towards you, which are more obstacles, but
yeah,
you also have the tricky part of if the cheeps fly into the Koopas, they will change direction. And what that can do is, if you're not anticipating that, the Koopa can start going to the right, and sometimes you can actually land on the Koopa and then end up into the pit. So that's something you have to be very mindful of. Along with along with obviously all the flying cheeps, which you have to worry about as well. So
yeah, 7-3 is a very deadly level.
Yeah, it's not a trivial level at all. So it looks like London B's making it through 7-4 pretty clean.
A nice 344 there.
So here comes Kaku, just a little bit behind here.
You'll kind of notice that the players will just like crouch slide off the ledges there. That's basically to half their hitbox when they're going over to the next platform, so that way they don't bonk into the top one.
So on to World 8 for both players. London B's about, he's nearing the halfway point of this level.
This is where it gets serious.
Yeah. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in World 8, which, I mean, with the experience level and the consistency of these players, I don't feel that we would necessarily see much go on here, but it is World 8 and anything can happen.
Got the caged Koopa kill there for London. Nice 200.
Okay, on to 8-2. Let's see if we get the first jump here. London actually messed up that first jump there in the last race, but pulls it off clean this time.
All right, Kaku kind of got a little hung up on the stairs, but still manages to keep fire. All right, so we see London get the flagpole at 341.
And going through the tricky Koopa section for Kaku, and he's going to wait at the end of the level.
Very close.
So 8-3 is a nightmare of a level if you don't have fire, or it can be anyway. It's not that bad if you do have fire, but if you have to do this level small for any reason, oh, and London B gets a fireworks because he didn't slow down enough. Fireworks are caused by the last digit on the timer when you touch the flagpole by 1, 3, or 6, and you get that many fireworks, respectively. So we really don't care about 1, but 3 and 6 waste your time. So on to 8-4 for London B. It's pretty much he's just got to bring it home here. He can force a game or a match 2 to decide the winner of the tournament.
All right, water section for London. Kaku in the wall jump room. Both runners get the wall jump. Sweet.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh, that was bad. That was a
Okay.
little scary there, but
Last room for London. All we gotta do is just jump through here and
grabs the axe.
congrats to London B with a 1946. So we're going to one final match since London B was the losers bracket finalist. Since he won, we will play one more match to determine the winner of the tournament. But GG and solid run to both players.
Very good race. Very good first race, I should say, since we got the second one coming up very shortly. Yep, get your GGs up, everybody, for both guys. But hold on to your spats. We got one more, and it's going to be the deciding factor of who is the winner of this tournament.
Okay, so it looks like the racers are getting joined up for SRL for the last race here. This isn't best of three. It's this is in the true double elimination format. So this is the first race that Kaku has lost in the entire tournament. So basically, since London won this match, then they're forcing one final match to determine the winner of the tournament. And we've had quite a few matches. This is match number 100 and let's see here real quick.
It's like 118, 119, something like
that. This is match 119 of the tournament.
Wow, I was close even without looking at the thing. A lot of fun matches throughout this entire tournament, and we're just down to one more. Holy cow.
It's been this has taken almost 2 months, but it's been a lot of fun, and I've tried my best to keep this thing moving along, especially since the losers bracket has a tendency to fall behind. But I've worked pretty hard on trying to keep this thing moving along and not lagging out. Okay, to answer a couple of the questions in the chat, as far as when this is going to start, it should be any moment whenever the players are ready. So as far as the timer difference, as far as their splits go, they're actually going to start on the same time. So for Kaku, he's going to start his timer when he presses start on the one player game. And London's going to start his timer when he presses, when he gains control of Mario. So that's pretty much going to be the time difference. So their splits should actually line up when they start the game. So it's just a different method of starting their splits. But since it looks like we have a few moments here and all that stuff, well, thanks Supersonic for joining me in the commentary for the finals here.
Yeah, of course, it's been a pleasure.
Hopefully, I will hopefully I'll run another one of these things sometime in the future. Not real soon, but
oh yeah. I mean, we've had like 2 months of a lot of matches, and I'm sure like we'll need a bit of a break until we do another one here.
I would say as far as if I'm, if I end up running one again, probably the soonest I would consider doing one would be in the second half of this year, and maybe possibly start one around, or maybe early next year or something like that. Yeah, I just well, like the thing is like I feel like if you keep doing tournaments, everyone gets burnt out and so forth. So there's that factor, and then also I guess with myself as well and so forth. Like I've had a lot of fun running this tournament, but at the same time, I need a break for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a lot. There's a lot of coordination, a lot of scheduling, a lot of just maintaining everything and so forth. So I need a little downtime before I run another one. Even though I've had some people wanting me to go ahead and start running another tournament, like an 80% tournament and so forth, but I've got to have a break for a while. So
a much deserved break, man. I mean, you've put on a hell of a tournament, and it's been a lot of fun participating and commentating as well. All right, now that we have one race in the books between Kaku and London in this final match, with the warm-up for Kaku, do you think that there is a possible chance that he may actually take this race now that he's warmed up? Or like, what are your predictions for this one?
What are my predictions for this one? I think I gotta give the advantage to London B here. Like he's looks like he's pretty warmed up today. I mean, Kaku's been playing pretty well too, but London's been kind of crushing the game for this will be his third race today. So if I have to pick one, I think I have to go with London on this one.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think about. Like 3 matches in a row, and with the consistency that he's had so far. Like, I think he's had like sub 20 times, like practically every match that he's played. Has he not?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I was reading something.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, the consistency that he was having in the tournament. Like, I was assuming he'd have like a sub 20 in every match.
Yeah, pretty much. I think he's been the most consistent out of all the players, I believe. I know LK put it together a spreadsheet with the average times and so forth, and I think London was at the top of it if I remember correctly. So it looks like they're readying up here. So hopefully momentarily we'll be on our way.
All right.
Okay, the countdown has started. So here shortly, once it shows up on our screens here, we will start the last race of the tournament. So the winner of this one is the overall winner of the tournament. So hoping for a great race here, and good luck to both players.
All right.
And here we go.
This is it, folks.
Good luck, guys. Mushroom for both players. So they're going to go regular fire strats. They'll pick up the fire flower at the beginning of 1-2. 376 into the pipe for both players. They both have to slow down here just a little bit to avoid getting the fireworks.
Both of them does that very well.
One thing I believe we have set up, since both players are Japanese, I think we're going to have one of the other Japanese runners hop in here after we're done with our part and do interviews in Japanese after this, since both players are Japanese, and wanted to give them the opportunity to interview and so forth. I don't understand Japanese, so
it's a language that I've been really interested in learning, but
yeah. So looks like they should finish about the same time. London B got into the pipe a little quicker, but he had to slow down to avoid the fireworks.
Yeah, I think Kaku bonked at one of the platforms in the middle of the level. So,
and as far as the interviews, that's also based on, you know, if the players actually want to do that. So we'll find out after the race here. I anticipate that they may very well likely like to do an interview.
Yeah, definitely.
Flex says 1929, 1930, 1924, 1955, and 1954 were London's race times before today. So that is that is some consistency there.
All sub 20s. Probably the only runner that has sub 20 times in this tournament. All right, 1-4 Bowser.
Kaku got the forward Bowser. London got the backwards Bowser. They're both killing pretty quickly and get a 260. So on to World 2, London is just a little bit ahead.
Yeah, it looks like it was just about a second or so. But still very close and still very early in the race. See how the spring treats them.
345 for both players. Nice job on 2-1.
Very good.
So then we'll move on to 2-2 with the trolley cheats and the bloopers and all that fun stuff.
The first of 2 trolley water levels. And you can kind of see from the fireballs that they're shooting, like how the trajectory is. So like even if you were like pretty much near point blank range and you try to shoot them, ooh, that was scary. That was a crunchy moment there.
Kaku pulled off a move there.
Alright, so 308 for London, and Kaku gets a 305.
This is not a rerun, this is live.
Alright, let's see the cheap patterns that they get here in 2-3.
Looks decent so far.
Looking pretty good.
Sometimes the game will be nice to you and give you some pretty good patterns, and then sometimes it will try pretty hard to block your path.
Yeah, it looks like, yeah, both of them got through pretty smoothly there in 2-3. No major hiccups.
On the 2-4. So London takes a top route to go through the elevator section usually.
Yeah,
and Kaku just slows down and waits. And slide under Bowser for London B. Nice kill. Kaku also had the forward jumping Bowser, but elects not to try the slide under him. That's one of those situations of where you try to slide under Bowser. You have to be really sure that you don't come up too early, or you'll get hit by his backside.
Yeah, you don't want Bowser sitting on you. Does just lose the power up there.
Yeah, going through 3-1 and London. Yeah, London got stair boss there a little bit, so Kaku is caught right back up.
Getting very close now. Alright, 3-2, pretty straightforward.
killing a couple of Koopas there. Nice level for both players.
Yeah, just to give them a little more room to jump across.
Listen to the coins as they go to the beat of the music when you play this level quickly.
Yeah, I've heard some stories that they say that it pretty much sounds like the overworld theme, but it actually doesn't. It's just coincidentally just lining up with the notes there.
On to 3-4, we'll see how safely they decide to take it. Kaku gets a little better Potaboo, so he's able to make it past that a little bit quicker, it looks like. And both slowing down here. Wise decision in the race, because you don't really know the patterns that you're going to get. Nice 258 for both players.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid 3-4, especially with slowing down from the Potaboos. That can be a very scary situation as well, even if you have fire.
4-1, considered to be the easiest level in the game by most people.
Yep.
Just hold right and jump over everything, and that should get you through the level.
Cruise control, 4-1.
I will admit that sometimes I get stare bossed on this level. So.
Yeah, I think I may have gotten it maybe once or twice. Maybe trying for flagpole glitch and I just get caught up on the bottom stair or something. All right, 4-2.
So
probably going to see bottom route.
Yeah, the last match they both did bottom route. So, Kaku's taking
going
top route this time. Kaku had a little bit of trouble taking the bottom route last time, and I think he actually died on this level too. So, I think
that's right. Yeah.
I think he's revised his strategy and decided to go to the top route, which, if done properly, both routes take the same amount of time. So there's not really a disadvantage to taking the top route if you can pull it off without slowing down.
Yeah, that was a very smart decision there. That's right. He did die like right after the checkpoint, so that's where.
Yeah, at the elevator section.
Yeah.
1 up for Kaku.
All right, 4-3, which is my least favorite level in the entire game.
4-3 is kind of up there as far as my least favorite levels, but I think I may have to go with 6-4 as being my least favorite.
Yeah, 6-4 is like pretty nasty as well, but we'll get to that in a couple worlds from now. But now we got 4-4, which is the maze level, taking the top route on the first one and then the bottom route in the second. Just the only major factor is the fight here. See how they handle it.
Nice slide under Bowser for London.
And Kaku gets the Bowser kill as well. So both of them retaining fire after 4-4, which is very crucial coming up.
That slide under the forward jumping Bowser for 4-4 is super scary, at least in my opinion. But you have all those objects you have to worry about getting through, and then you have to slide under Bowser and then turn around and shoot him. So, so we're on to World 5.
Oh my gosh, that bullet bill.
245 for Kaku. Did London get a 47?
I think he did, yeah.
Okay. Let's see if the bullet shoots here. Not for London. He decides to play it safe and wait on it. So does Kaku. Neither of them gets the shot from the cannon.
Alright, wow, that's a cool double stomp there.
Yeah.
Alright, 345 for London. And a 345 for Kaku.
So I noticed they do like the little slide jump at the beginning of 5-3. Do you know exactly why that is? Well, it's London didn't do it.
I believe it's for the bullet bill patterns that are coming up. Like sometimes you can get a pretty nasty pattern. So if they do what I like to call the skate strat,
yeah,
they can pretty much kind of get a slightly better bullet bill pattern and, you know, give them a better chance at stomping on the Goomba or shooting the Koopa to get the platform to appear in the middle of the level.
Kaku did not really get favorable bullet bills on that level.
That's a very interesting strategy by London, taking them.
Kaku's gonna pick up some time here.
Okay, Bowser fight.
So 251 for Kaku and 245 for London B. So Kaku at least made up the time that he lost to 5-3.
Yeah, roughly 3
more.
seconds now. So
yes, both of the players are Japanese.
And I guess you could say 6-1 is sort of like cruise control, but just a little, maybe in second gear cruise control.
6-1 is not bad unless you have to pick up the power-ups, and then it becomes kind of difficult to not get hit by the Smileys. So 6-2, always a fun level to watch with all the piranha plants and the pipes and so forth. Much more difficult if you don't have fire, but still an impressive level to watch regardless.
Yeah, arguably the most fun level in the game.
342 for both players, which is what you want. You can get a 343, but you end up getting the fireworks, so players try to avoid doing that. So you have to slow down a little bit somewhere in the level.
Yeah, and I believe if you get like 3 fireworks, it'll cost like about a second, and then like 6 fireworks will be like around 2 seconds. And 1 firework doesn't cost any time at all. So.
55 for London, 54 for Kaku.
All right, here we go. This is where business starts to pick up. 6-4.
6-4. 6-4 with these fire bars can be pretty difficult at times. Looks like London probably got a pretty good setup. Kaku, yeah, he did as well.
Yeah, Kaku almost got hit by that Podoboo at the very beginning. Oh, very nice kill from London.
Ooh, that was a tricky jump to get the Bowser there for Kaku. Nice job on Bowser for both players. On to World 7.
Kaku took the hit.
Oh no.
And he takes a death too.
No. He jumped a little too late to do that. If you jump, if you don't stop, you can actually jump on the Hammer Bros and kill them. Oh no, please duck.
Oh my god.
There we go.
You
can jump on them like about a block early and kill them, but he jumped a little too late there. Ended up getting hit by the hammer.
Oh no.
Oh, and he takes another hit. He's gonna pick up that mushroom, so
now we got London in the proverbial driver's seat here with the half a level lead. Well, probably slightly more now, since Kaku is about to start 7-2 shortly. This is a very important level for Kaku to keep his mushroom so he can get the fire flower in 7-3.
Yeah, if you don't have fire going into World 8, you're at a pretty big disadvantage. I mean, you can do it just as quickly without fire, but you have to take a lot more risks to do so. So it's pretty important to have fire for World 8. And even though London has opened his lead considerably at this point, I do have to remind everyone that it's not over until it's over. So.
Yep. And London did get the trolley blooper at the end. So he had to like wait a bit to get through.
Kaku's 7-2 was a little better than London's.
Yeah, plus he did the half hitbox as well. So like when he touched the ground and like pushed down and starts swimming, it'll basically give Mario a smaller hitbox, even when he's big. So he would be able to dodge the cheeps and the bloopers a little easier.
7-4 is the second of the maze castles. The route through that is bottom, middle, top, and then top, middle, top.
Yep, London getting through it quite nicely in the maze section. Let's see how his Bowser fight goes.
Okay, clean kill for London. Kaku had to slow down a little bit on 7-3 for the cheap patterns that he got. 7-3 is a clone of 2-3, except that they added Koopas into it, which adds a little more difficulty to the mix.
Alright, so we are back at World 8 for London. Oh. Okay, thankfully that didn't loop the maze for Kaku there when he bonked against the platform, because sometimes
when he starts going forward a little too early and runs into Bowser, so that's gonna hurt Kaku probably for this, because I don't anticipate that he will go for optimal strats on 8-1 as small Mario.
Yeah, especially in this juncture right now, like any death that occurs in any of these levels, it will take you back to the start of the level. So it's going to be very crucial from this point on. All right, London getting through the stairs at the start of 8-2. I'm pretty sure Kaku's going to grab the power-up in 8-2 just to give him that extra hit.
Nice 8-2 for London.
I finished with a 341.
194 for Kaku, which running small strats, 194 and 195 is a pretty reasonable time to get to the end of the level. At the end of the level.
Right. 8-3. Barely avoiding the hammer there.
8-3, not too bad if you have fire. Pretty scary if you don't. And then you got to watch out for the stairs here at the end. Looks like London's going to take care of that no problem with a 242.
All right, so we got match point for London here.
Yeah, just one level. All he's got to do is just make it through unscathed, and he will be the winner of the SMB Warpless Tournament.
All right, let's see how 8-3 treats Kaku here. He's got the mushroom, so he can take that extra hit. So we'll see if he'll opt for the fire flower. Which actually you don't necessarily need to, now that I think about it.
Nice wall jump by London.
Turnaround section. Final two screens for London here. Kaku getting good bro RNG. Alright, here we go. Last room for London B here. Just gotta grab the axe, which he does.
And it's done.
Congratulations to London B, our winner for the SMB Warpless Tournament with a time of 1924 on the splits. What is his SRL time?
His SRL time is a 1929, so a sub 1930.
Another 19-minute time for London B.
Just incredible on the consistency level. Just
all right, let's bring it home, Kaku.
All right, last room for Kaku. He's gonna wait and
wait on this one and grab the axe.
And Kaku is finished with a 2016 on the splits and a 2020 for SRL race time.
Hey, GG to Kaku as well, putting on a good show here for us.
So, GG to both players, and once again, congratulations to londonb415. since both players are Japanese, we're trying to see if both players wants to have LK, who's another Japanese runner, to do the interviews in Japanese, since they natively speak Japanese, and I'll offer them the opportunity to do that. And let's see if they want to do that. And I'm assuming the music's playing now. I can't hear it on my end. But wish we could actually. That would actually be kind of nice. But
oh yeah.
Let's see. So let me see if I can get this set up here real quick, and everyone can hang tight. If you have some things you want to add while I'm trying to set that up, you can.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a very fun race from everybody that participated. The rematch between Kaku and London, that was very fun to watch and call at the same time. So it's been a pleasure, being here to witness this, and all Japanese final. Pretty insane. But
so do they play on actual NES hardware? Many of the players do. So anyway, it looks like we have LK in here, and we'll go ahead and bring in both participants, and we'll let them go ahead and do the interviews, and after they are finished with that, we'll probably have a few closing words, and just to go over the tournament and so forth, or recap of the tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
So let me go ahead and bring these guys in here, and they can do the interview.
All right.
だっても
あ、
わかりづらいですね。
こんばんは。
レベル下げよう。こんなもんでどうでしょうかねっていう感じ。
日本語で、ちょっとインタビューをさせてもらいます。聞こえてます？
はい、大丈夫です。
はい。まず、ロンドン橋さん、優勝おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
優勝についてちょっとコメント。
いや、なんかもう、あっという間の3連勝。
そうですね。
はい。
今日、
なんか、
ルーザーズのファイナルから3つ。
はい。そうですね。3つ目が一番、気楽にプレイできたかなって感じですね。なんか、最初の方はまだ緊張してた感じで、だんだんなんかほぐれてきた感じですね。
いや、でも3本とも、20分以内でクリアっていうのが、本当にすごいです。
ありがとうございます。まあ、2本目はちょっと変なミスがありましたけど。
途中で5の4とかで、はい、上の段通ってたのがちょっと気になったんですけど、あれは
5の4の、ロングファイアバーのところの、はい、バブルの位置がちょっと怪しいと思ったので、あれは下行くと、もしかして嫌なパターン引くんじゃないかと思って、上行ったんだけど、なんか、ちょっとパターンまだ読み切れてなくて、まだあれでも下行った方が早かったかもしれない。ちょっと、ちょっと研究がまだ足りないですけど、とりあえず上行っとけばいいかなと思ったんだけど、ちょっと。
意図的にやったんですね。
そうですね、はい。
ありがとう。はい。あと、ちょっと、次、角さんの方は、今日のレースの方はどうでした？どうでしたか
？1戦目がちょっと緊張だったかな。緊張というか、多分1の1でいきなり引っかかったと思うんですけど、
はいはい。
まあ、あれをやってしまうのはダメなレースですね。あれダメなレースというか、それをやってしまうっていう状態になってるっていうのはもうその後、多分、1回切らない限りはそのまま続いちゃう感じになっちゃうので、もう1本目はあれが出ちゃったので、ただ4の2かな。4の2で、上に1回行けなくて、下に行っちゃったんですけど、 時間取って上行かないといけなかったですね。あれやってれば勝ったはずなので、多分。
1回目に4-2で下を通ってたのは、あれは、あえてというか、
いや、ジャンプ入んなかったんで、
はいはい。
で、下行って、落ちて、中間からでもうどうしようもない。
なるほど。そういうことだったんですね。
ただ、後半に、だいぶ見えてきたなっていうのがあったんで、2本目でまあ、しゃあない行くぞっていう感じでしたけど、2本目は良かったと思うんですけどね、全然良かった。まあ、7の1は事故です。
そう。あれはまあ、そうですね。
事故は仕方ないです。
仕方ない。
はい。
途中まで本当に。
はい。まあ、ただ、全部行っても勝てなかったと思いますけど、そこまで行けたんならいい部分です。
そうですね。24はかなり早いですね。
格さんは7のうち何があったんですか
？7の1、何か、ジャンプショットが何か失敗して当たって、その後ハンマーブロス、2段ハンマーブロスの下段中段できて、下段を踏みに行って死んだっていう感じです。
まあ、なるほど。はい。
もう回復できない状態で踏みに行くしかなかったんで、もうこれはもう、どうしようもないです。
確かにワールド6まではもう全然差がない感じで、ミスできないなと思ってたんですけど。
まあ、なんかちょいちょい、チャットでタイム差ってなんだマリオタイムの差その面のマリオタイムの差みたいなのが書き込まれてたから、まあ、じわじわ離されてるのは当然分かってるんですけど、まあ、ダメージ食らえって思いながらですね。
呪いですね。
呪いですね。カーズ。ジャパニーズカーズ。
今回でじゃあ、まあ、優勝は決まったんですけども、全体通してのまあ、感想とか、トーナメント全体についてはどうでしょう？ロンドン橋さん。
疲れました。きついですね。約2ヶ月ですか。
はいはい。
で、週1で試合して、結構しんどいですね。
なかなかちょっと大変だと、自分もやってて大変でした。
そうですね。本当、これで回復されるという感じで。
でもまあ、その中でも全部19分台っていう、はい、すごい結果を残されて。
まあ。
はい。お疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
角さんの方は
まあ、ここまで来て勝ちたかったですねってことに尽きるんですけど。
そうですね。ウィナーズで、まあ、ウィナーズの勝者っていうことなんで。
まあ予想大会勝ったからいいやっていう感じなんですね。あれ勝ったっていうのは、要は、このための全体像が最初から割と見えてたっていう証明ではあるから、それはそれでいいもんだと思ってます。
そうですね。予想大会も、あって、それはもう角さんが優勝ということで。
予想大会の商品が確か1ヶ月のサブスクライバー券だったんですけど、あれ優勝者にあげるって言ったから、運動橋さんのとこ行きます。
わーい。
そちらもおめでとうございます。
おめでとうございます。
ありがとうございます。
という感じでいいですかね。
ちょっと、
言っておきたいことがあれば。
はい。なんか喋っといてください。
はいはい。まあ、今回、2人とも日本人ってことで、そうですね、日本語でちょっとインタビューをさせてもらっていて、まあ、2ヶ月やってきて、本当に長かったんですけど。
そうですね、長かったですね。
はい。で、決勝は、スピードゲーミング今3000人以上見てて、すごいですね。
おお。
で、まあ、日本からは4人出てて、まあ、そうですね。優勝、準優勝と、かなりいい結果が残ったんで。
そうですね。
はい。本当に良かった。
はい。で、日本人対決も何度も見られて。
そうですね。
良かったですね。
なんかじゃあ、ちょっと言いますけど、
どうぞ。はい。
I cannot believe the result of the tournament myself. このトーナメントの結果は、自分でも信じられないものだったので、I'm happy to be able to come to the final. 決勝まで来れてよかったです。Thank you, Rupert and Mario community. Wonderful tournament. Thank you very much. ありがとうございました。
はい、ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
はい、ということで、じゃあ、ルパートさんに返しますかね。
はい。
はい。ルパート、It's done. Return mic to ルパート。OK? Hello, ルパート。
Sorry, I had myself muted.
Okay. Okay,
I'm here too.
Okay, we have done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thanks, thanks for coming in for the interviews. Hopefully everyone had fun.
Oh. You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. I think that's the end of the interviews there. So I guess just wanted to wrap up here for the end of the tournament. It's been I'm the person who organized and set up and scheduled and did a lot of things behind the tournament, and I guess I just want to say it's been a much bigger success than I anticipated. It has gone a lot better than I thought it was going to. I ran a tournament in 2013, which honestly did not go that well, but I learned a lot from our mistakes in that year, and I put a lot of time and effort into running this and tried to get quite a few commentators, and I think out of the 119 matches that we had, I think we were able to restream every single one of them. Speed Gaming picked up the vast majority of them, but we also had a restream channel of our own to pick up a few that weren't able to fit into the schedule, but I believe we were able to restream every single one of these matches, so I'm actually pretty pleased with that. But it's been, like I said, it's been a great tournament, and had a lot of great players and a lot of great people, and everyone's been really great to get along with. And so if assuming I run another one of these in the future, I'll take a few things that I've learned from this one and hopefully improve it for next time around. Did you have any thing you want to add, Supersonic?
Well, it's been a very fun tournament. As I mentioned before, like both participating, commentating, and watching as a viewer. Just getting to know a lot of these guys, preparing for the matches, and just talking strats and everything. It's a very, very awesome community to be a part of. And shout outs to Speed Gaming and all the restreamers for helping us out on this. They've done a tremendous job. And also you, Rupert, thank you very much for putting this tournament together. Much respect to you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. You can. I guess just a couple other things I wanted to add and so forth. We had players of all skill levels. I invited all skill levels into this tournament. I had, some of the top players for this game, and we've had people who just picked it up for the first time that decided to join the tournament. So I guess my recommendation for any of you people who are interested in things like this and so forth is if you're interested, and even if you haven't really picked up the game before, or you don't think you have a good enough time, just go ahead and join it anyway. It's these things are we have them for fun, and it helps build the community, and you get to know some of the other players and talk strats and all that and everything with that. So it's for most people, they find it to be a pretty fun experience. So like I said, hopefully I'll run another one at the earliest, maybe in the second half of this year, or maybe early next year or something like that. I feel there needs to be some cool down time before another tournament gets started here. But it's been a lot of fun, and it's been a lot of effort, but it's been worth it in the end. And I hope that everyone's enjoyed, and I guess hopefully we will see you guys around for the next one.
Yep. See you guys next time.
So I think that's it. Thanks everyone for watching the grand finals of the tournament. Congratulations once again to londonb415, who is the grand finals victor. And but I believe that's all I have to say. So we'll just close it out here. Thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you around sometime in the future for another tournament.
Have a good day and night, everybody.